Good morning, YouTube. So with today's video, I'm going to give you my top 10 fragrance keepers for life tag series. So yeah, I've been tagged. I don't do these tag videos whatsoever anymore. The last couple years, I've been focusing more on my channel and just doing me. Just kind of been focusing in minding my own business. But I will do this tag video for my buddy Ogun from Equality Fragrance because he's a veteran. I got a lot of respect for guys that serve the country. So Ogun, thank you for your service, even though I'm from Canada. Mad respect to you, so thank you. Ogun is a great guy. His link will be down in the description box below. Please check him out if you haven't done so. So let's just kick it off with number one. And that's going to be Givenchy Gentleman Only Absolute. This is a colder season scent. It is stifling hot outside. I tried doing this video yesterday and oh my lord, I was so uncomfortable. So much attitude. More attitude than normal, if that's possible. But yeah, when I was editing that video last night, I'm like, I better redo it because I came across a bigger dick than what I normally am. But this one here is a colder season scent through and through. It's got like warm spices, nutmeg, saffron, and cinnamon. It's the notes themselves from the spices are beautiful. All right, the saffron and the cinnamon, man, major players. But there's also a little bit of sweetness from the vanilla, and there's also some sandalwood. This is sweet, spicy, and woody. It's a phenomenal fragrance that's very versatile, dressing it down to dressing it up. And I've used this analogy so many times whenever I've mentioned this fragrance, that this is like James Bond in a bottle. James Bond is a badass, but he's classy at the same time. He's a Swiss Army knife. That's what this fragrance here is. It's sexy, it's classy, but at the same time, it's a little bit mysterious. This could be a bad boy fragrance because of those darker notes of cinnamon and saffron along with that sandalwood. It's a phenomenal scent with amazing performance. This is like 10 plus hours, and again, perfect for the fall and wintertime. Fragrance number two is going to be Chanel Allure Homme Sport. Now this one had to make the cut because out of my entire fragrance journey over my life, I've only finished one bottle, and that was this one here. This one here has that typical tonka bean. It's got aldehyde, C notes, it's got mandarin, it's got vanilla, neroli, musk, and a few more notes. What this fragrance is, it's aromatic, it's clean, it's fresh, it's sweet, but it's not overly sweet, and it is definitely aldehydic. The aldehydes are very front and center along with that tonka bean. Even though that this is a sports fragrance, this could actually be used semi-formal. I do think that there's enough class to it that it can be like a daytime semi-formal scent. So suit and tie, but it's also great like this. It's pretty much a warmer season's fragrance, but it can be used all year round if you work in an office where you have to dress up in a suit and tie, all right? And performance on this for an EDT is actually really good. I get like 8 to 10 hours. Fragrance number three, I need a good neroli fragrance, and that's gonna be Bond No. 9's Eau de New York. So you thought it was probably gonna be Ferrari Bright Neroli. No sirree. There's actually gonna be some Ferraris in this, but this is actually better blended. You know, the Ferrari Bright Neroli is good, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy it. But this just has more neroli. It's got like 3 different citruses. It's got petitgrain, it's got white florals of like jasmine. I think that there's either some lily or some gardenia, and like a musky woody base. This is a unisex scent that has a lot of cleanliness to it. So loads of florals, creamy neroli, and a soapy clean fresh with some white florals. Phenomenal fragrance that will do so incredibly well on a day like today. This is not my scent of the day. I'm actually wearing this today, so yeah, when I went running errands, oh my god, I hate summertime and I hate the heat, but I love the freshes. I really do. So this will definitely add a pep to your step. This is more on the casual end, so something like this, but it can be worn to work, whether it's like for the ladies or the men. Yeah, it is a unisex fragrance, but if you're gonna wear it to work, suit and tie, you can definitely wear it with that, but it just has that more casual vibe. In longevity off this is gonna be about 6 to 8 hours. Fragrance number four is gonna be Ralph Lauren Polo Supreme Leather. Now this stuff here, I can smell it from the atomizer from yesterday. Cardamom, nutmeg, silky smooth sweet honey, leather, some saffron, and some nutmeg. So it's a warm, spicy, sweet scent with leather. This is a classy fragrance for a more mature man, you know, like I'd say 30 and up. It's classy at the same time. Because of the sweet honey, it's a little bit playful. It's for a mature man who's all about his business and being a gentleman, but knows when to kick back and relax a little bit. This is perfect for the fall and winter time. And longevity off this is really good. It's like 8 to 10 hours. Fragrance number 5 is going to be Azaros Chrome Aqua. You need a good mint fragrance for the spring and summertime. That's what this one here is. So it's basil, mint, green apple, citruses, violet leaf, cypress, and like there's a few more notes to it. But what it is, fruity apple, definitely, that fruity apple's in the air. So fruity apple, it's herbal, it's green, very fresh, and violet leaves. The violet leaves itself has that very aromatic quality. This will do exceptionally well on a day like today when it's just overly barrenly hot. It's getting warm in this room right now because the AC don't work, and I don't want to turn on the fan because you're gonna hear it. So, but this is more casual. So white t-shirt and jeans, school, and you can wear it to work as it's not like really professional smelling, but for when it comes to like work, you just want to smell fresh and clean for the most part. You don't want a whole lot of attention on you. And that's what this fragrance is. You can go a little bit more liberal and that you're really going to like announce your presence before you even enter the room, which is not something that I want to do. But this on a day like today, even if you only do 2-3 sprays, this is definitely going to project. Longevity, good, 6 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 6 is gonna be Ferrari's Radiant Bergamot. So this has a beautiful bergamot note. It's got rosemary, it's got ginger, nutmeg, pepper, vetiver, but also lemon. It is just a beautiful scent for this time of season. Spring, summertime. It is a little bit classical, but it's modern at the same time. It just has that vintage vibe. A little bit, but a younger guy in their 20s can rock it, no problem. So, but again, it just has a little bit more of a vintage vibes in some ways, but it's just a great smelling scent. That's, I don't want to say it's versatile, but you can rock this with a suit and tie to work, to something like this. For me, it leans a little bit more on the casual end, just a little bit more. But this is a very solid work scent with good longevity, about 7 hours. Fragrance number 7 is going to be Ferrari's Leather Essence. Unfortunately, the entire Ferrari line is discontinued, but you could still get this on FragranceNet for a good price tag. $35 Canadian, $30, $32 USD. This one, unfortunately, is just, you can't find anywhere. And on eBay, this is going to go for a pretty penny. So I really wish that Ferrari just was still producing fragrances, because you know I was the brand ambassador without a paycheck, and frankly they owe me quite a bit of money. So they owe me a good dime. They owe me a good 10 cents. But this one here has cloves, cinnamon. It's got like leather, but it's more of a suede in my opinion. Gaiac wood and vanilla. So you don't really get a lot of the vanilla. What this pretty much is, it's like cloves, woods, and suede. Pretty much. It's classy, it's masculine, it's mysterious, so bad boy and gentleman, very much like this one here, but I would say that this one has a little bit more of a bad boy edge. It's a little bit deeper because of the suede itself, but also the cloves. A phenomenal fragrance that will do so well. I was about to point for something like this. No, definitely not for weather like this. For the fall and wintertime, it's a phenomenal scent with great performance of 8 to 10 hours. Fragrance number 8 is going to be a modern day classic, and that's going to be Hugo Boss Bottled Itself. Now this came out in 1998. 1998 was a great year. Like I'm born in 77, so I was 21 years old when this came out. Oh, like 98 was great because of hip hop. Not so much the fashion. Like the fashion now is actually came back, and like when I see it, like, damn, like what was my generation thinking back then? And then like the kids like that are wearing it now, they're like in about like 20 years to be like, damn, what was I thinking back then? So trust me, like a lot of you young people, if you're watching, you'll change as you'll get older. You'll reflect back and be like, damn, that was really, whew. Yeah, trust me, I get those moments. But this is just a phenomenal fragrance that is the original. I love all the other ones. I love the Intense, which is a little bit more like deeper and a little bit more tense, of course. But I love Unlimited, Sport. Lord, there's so many flankers to this one here that there's got to be like 12 to 15. This one here is more of a spring, colder spring day, but autumn. So it's got like vanilla, plum, apple. It's got woods, cinnamon, and sandalwood. So great overall fragrance that's very versatile, very popular even to this very day. And I think that this is Hugo Boss's #1 seller. Can understand why. So if you don't want to smell like other dudes out there, don't wear it. I personally, I don't care. I'm not that insecure. So, ooh, that was a jab at some people, but I don't care. I really don't care if I smell like 5 other guys in the same room. I really, truly don't. But versatile, smells great. It was so new back then, but it's still modern to this very day. Even though it's like a 24-year-old scent, I still love it. Longevity is going to be about 6 to 8 hours. The last 2 fragrances in this video I have to have because these were actual wedding gifts from the wife. So number 9 is going to be GIT by Creed. Green Irish Tweed. It's so classical. Came out in 1985 and it was Creed's #1 scent for 25 years when King Aventus, the holy grail of compliments crap, came and knocked it off its throne. Aventus is a good scent, just doesn't smell great on me. But I'm sorry, it's overrated. So when people say that they get tons of compliments, I got laid and all that kind of stuff, I call bullshit. This is just classical but modern. Like this is just way better blended, alright? But this has like a powdery iris. It's got lemon verbena, which pops, violet leaf, which adds that classical feel. Ambergris, I believe it's sandalwood. Green, fresh, powdery, and oh so good. This is spring and summertime, probably a little bit more spring as it's just overly green and it might just be a little bit heavy for, well, I think that this fragrance would be very heavy for something like this. But when it's like 25 degrees Celsius or less and there's no humidity, I think that this would be a great scent. But this is great versatile, dressing it down to dressing it up to a tuxedo event, alright? Longevity off this is going to be about 7 to 8 hours. And fragrance number 10 is going to be Creed Silver Mountain Water. I love Creed, but they are all about the greed. Like, they just keep upping the price tag and it's just ridiculous. But this one here is fantastic. It's got like fruity blackcurrant, it's got black tea, it's got musk, petitgrain, sandalwood, and other notes. So it's green, fresh. I think that there's some galbanum to this one here. I wouldn't be surprised because this is green as well. But so green tea, fruity from the blackcurrant, definitely the sandalwood, but also just that galbanum greenery type of feel. Really nice scent, very classy. You do get that inky sort of vibe. So years ago, a lot of guys were saying that they get that ink type of, like that ink note. I get that, I really do, but I love this one. This is more of a spring scent. It is marketed as a unisex fragrance, but I do find it dives more towards the guys out there. It's a perfect signature scent, just like this one here. This is timeless. I don't know when this came out, but you could dress this one like this to a black tie semi-formal event. Longevity off this is going to be about 7 hours. So guys, that's it. I just gave you 10 fragrance keepers for life. Like, this is how I'm thinking right now. This is my current state, my current mood. You saw some of the attitude that was in yesterday's video because I'm getting warm, I'm getting hot, and I need to end this video because I need to take a second shower and it's only 1:30 in the afternoon. Whew. Summertime just don't agree with me. So my core is really hot. It's not six-pack hot, unfortunately. Any reviews that I've done on these, they will all be down in the description box below. And because that this is a tag series, I don't know who to tag. So this is an open tag to anybody who chooses to do it. And also, Agoon, thank you very much. Even though that I don't do these tags for you, guy, I did, all right? And I appreciate the friendship and I have a lot of respect for you, guy. All right, so his links will all be down in the description box below, guys. If you're new to the community, please check him out. Again, his channel for the most part is niche, and every now and then he'll do some cheaper designer stuff, like some cheapies. He'll do some high quality designers, such as this, but he'll do some cheapies as well. What videos to watch next? Well, whatever pops up on here. Thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.